Hello, welcome to Computer Networks online lecture series. Myself Reema Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. In this session, we are going to see the unit Local Area Network. And in this unit, today's topics are Ethernet and LLC, that is Logical Link Control. So let's start today's session. So first of all, let us see Ethernet. So in Ethernet, there are different types of Ethernets. First one is standard or basic Ethernet, which provides the speed of 10 Mbps. Next is fast Ethernet, which provides a speed up to 100 Mbps. After that, the next Ethernet is Gigabit Ethernet, which provides a speed up to 1 Gbps or 1 gigabits per second. And the next one is 10 gigabit Ethernet that provides the speed up to 10 Gbps. So these are the different Ethernet types according to the speed, or else you can say Ethernet classifications according to which it provides the speed. So basically Ethernet is classified into 4 types based on the speed criteria. First one is standard or basic Ethernet. Second one is fast Ethernet. Third one is gigabit Ethernet, and the fourth one is 10 gigabit Ethernet. Now let us see Ethernet frame formats. So there are basically 2 Ethernet frame formats. First one is DIX Ethernet format. This format is developed by DEC, Intel and Xerox companies, and using that 3 initials, it is named as DIX Ethernet based on DEC, Intel and Xerox initials. And the second one is IEEE 802.3 frame format. Let us see this 2 in detail. So in the first Ethernet frame, that is the DIX Ethernet frame, there are fields indicated. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 fields in DIX Ethernet frame. I repeat, fields are the divisions of the particular frame structure. Here there are 7 fields in this. First field is preamble field, which is of 8 bytes. Next is destination address field. In this field, the address of the field or of the destination is indicated where the data is to be sent. This destination address field is of 6 bytes. Next is source address field, that means from where the data is to be sent. That address is here, which is of 6 bytes. Next field is type field, which is of 2 bytes. This indicates the types of the Ethernet frame. Next is data field, which is of variable field, which is 0 to 1500 bytes. This field is variable because the data which is to be sent is not fixed all the time. Rather, it depends on the time of the data transmission. So this is made variable. So this sign indicates that the data is variable. Next field is padding field or as pad field, which is ranging from 0 to 46 bytes. This may have 0 padding or such padding concepts in this. And the last field is checksum field, which is of 4 bytes. This checksum field is used for error detection purpose. So this is the frame format for DIX Ethernet frame structure. Next is IEEE 802.3 frame structure. Here the fields are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in IEEE 802.3 frame structure, there are 8 fields. The first field is preamble field, like the VIX frame structure, which is again of 8 bytes. Next is SOF frame, which is of 1 byte, which indicates starting of frame. So here SOF stands for starting of frame. Next field is destination address. Next is source address. Next is length field, that means it indicates the length of data which is to be sent. After that, the next field is data field, where the data is being stored. Then the padding field, which is same to that of VIX frame. And the last is checksum, which is again used for error detection purposes. So here, for error control mechanisms, checksum field is there in both the frame structure, which is VIX Ethernet and IEEE 802.3 frame structure. So these are the frame structures that you need to remember, with how many fields and how many bytes in that, and after which field is there, that is to be remembered. I hope that these Ethernet frame formats are clear to you now. Next is Ethernet cabling. Now, for cabling the Ethernet, there are different methods or different cables are used. So, here the names and the advantages of particular cables are indicated in this table. First one is 10-base 5 Ethernet cable, which is a thick coaxial cable, which will have the maximum segment size 500 meters and it will have 100 nodes per segment. The advantages of this cable is that it is the original cable and which are now obsolete. Next is 10-base 2 cable, which is a thin coaxial cable, which has the maximum segments 1 per 185 meter, which will have the 30 nodes per segment, nodes or you can say stations per segment. The main advantage of this is that there is no hub required for this. Next is 10-base T. Here T stands for twisted pair cable. So here in 10-base T, the cable which is used is twisted pair cable. Here the maximum segment is 100 meters. And there are 1024 nodes per segment. And the main advantage of that is that it is the cheapest system which provides the cheapest data transmission system. Next is 10-base F. Here the F stands for fiber optic cables. That means in 10-base F Ethernet cabling, the cable which is used for data transmission or data carrying is fiber optic cable, which has 2000 meters maximum segments and which will have 1024 nodes per segment. The advantage of this is that it provides the best connection between the buildings and it provides the higher data transmission rates as well. So this table indicates the different types of Ethernet cablings and in what classification, what kind of cables are used, that is also indicated. Now, the next is Ethernet cabling diagrams. First one is the cable where the transceiver is indicated. Transceiver is the combination of transmitter and receiver, where using the vampire tap, the cable is connected through the controller and here the core cable is there. The second one is the coaxial cable where the connector is indicated and here the transistor plus controller is there and which is connected to the main computer devices. Next is 10-base T cable, that means twisted pair cables, where here the hubs are indicated. Hubs are connected to the twisted pair cables to each of the hub and they are connected to the main controller or the main devices. So this indicates the 10-base T cabling where twisted pair cables are connected to the hubs and that particular cable is connected to the particular controller or the computer. So these are the basic different Ethernet cabling structures. Now let us see the next one, that is IEEE 802.2 LLC, which stands for Logical Link Control. Now here you know that the medium access layer has the two layers above that. That means in the data link layer, the data link layer are divided into two layers, which is MSC and LLC. where MAC stands for Medium Access Control Sublayer and LLC stands for Logical Link Control. So these are the two layers, medium layers between physical layer and network layer, or else you can say data link layer has two sublayers, LLC and MAC. Now, what are the functions of LLC? That means Logical Link Control Sublayer. So the primary function of LLC is to multiplex protocols over the MAC layer while transmitting, and likewise to do demultiplexing the protocols while receiving. So LLC provides hope-to-hope flow and error control, that means step-by-step flow and error control. It allows multi-point communication over computer network. That means you can provide the connections to multi-point networks or multi-point nodes in the particular network. Here frame sequence numbers are assigned by LLC also. In case of acknowledged services, it tracks acknowledgements also. That means whether the particular frames or data bits are received correctly or not. So here, in case of acknowledged services, it also tracks the acknowledgements. So in this session, we have seen two topics, that are Ethernet and LLC. In Ethernet, we have seen the two frame methods or two frame structures, VIX Ethernet and other frame structure, which is IEEE 802.3 structure. So these are the two Ethernet frame formats that we have seen in the Ethernet. We have seen the table in which we have seen the comparison of different Ethernet structures or Ethernet cabling, which is 10-base-5 cable, 10-base-2 cable, 10-base-T, 10-base-F cables. And we have seen the diagrams indicating the connection to the Ethernet cable to the computers. Then we have seen the LLC, that is Logical Link Controls, roles of it and functions of it. Also, we have seen the particular services which provides by the LLC. I hope that these two are clear to you now. These are the references for this particular presentation. You can go through the GTU website for the syllabus of this subject, that is computer networks, and the reference book which is useful to you according to your syllabus. These are the different websites that you can refer for further detailed knowledge about these two topics. Thank you. Thank you for listening.